Hello, Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to my channel Desified Ummi. So today this is the last video of the series of admission I have been uploading on my channel, and if you haven't watched any previous video in this admission series, I will give a link up here and you can watch all of them. So this is the very last video in this series, and this is about the visa application process. So this video will be divided into three main sections, in which first I will tell you that what documents you would need to apply. Then second is the cost factor which is included, and the third is the things in the application on which you have to focus while applying, and what happens once you submit your application. So let's get started. First, we will focus on the things that you would need to apply for your visa application. So at this point in time, we are assuming that you have got your CAS letter, which is the confirmation of acceptance of studies in a UK university, which is an official sponsorship letter from a UK university, which they offer you at the end of the admission process. And this has a unique CAS number, which is required to be submitted in your visa application. So that is why CAS is very, very important, and without your CAS document you cannot process with your visa application. So first is your CAS. Second is a valid passport. So your passport must have an expiry date of more than 6 months, and that is considered a valid passport. Next important document that you would require to apply for your visa is your IELTS result, which is a valid test result with required number of bands for you to apply for a visa. Next big thing is bank statement. So this is very, very important. The decision of accepting or rejecting your visa application largely depends on the proof of funds that you provide. So for UK universities, there are two sections of the bank statement. It is the fees remaining that you have to pay to the university. One is that amount, and the next amount is that you have to give them a proof of your funds that you can support yourself. That is, you can say, a cost of living kind of thing, that you can support yourself for 9 months when you arrive in UK. And for all of the students who are enrolling in a London based university, that sum is £1,334 per month, which is multiplied by 9, because you have to show this number of funds for 9 months. And for all of the students who are enrolling in universities outside London, they have to show £1,023 per month, which is multiplied to 9. So one part is this and the other is your fee. So you have all of that amount in your bank account for 28 consecutive days, which is then which is then provide you with the bank statement. But it must show that you have this amount for 28 consecutive days in your bank, and then this must not be beyond the 31 days prior that you apply to your visa. Which means that, for example, if you are applying for your visa on 1st of July, so your bank statement should be in the month of June, which is like starting from anywhere between 1st June and then 28 consecutive days before you apply for your visa. Another thing which is important for all the students coming from Pakistan, India, and all of these countries is TB test. So you have to check that if your country have to provide a TB test or not. But for all the students in Pakistan, you have to apply and get a TB test result before you apply for your visa. So in between getting your CAS and filling your visa application, you must book yourself for a TB test, and then you will get your result on the same day. And if you pass the TB test, that they show that you don't have any such thing, so then you would be good to go to apply for your visa. All of the links for these tests and applying for your visa I will give in the description box below. So you can apply any time, like in the 6 months before your course start date. So in that time frame you can apply, but you can only arrive in UK 1 week prior to your course start date if you are applying for a bachelor's degree. But if you are applying for a master's or PhD level course program, then you can come to UK 1 month prior to your course start date. So this is a good thing. Next, we are focusing on the costs that comes with applying your visa. So before your visa application is submitted, there are certain things that you have to pay for, which includes your visa fee and your international health surcharge, which is IHS. So these two things you have to be ready for, and you have enough funds for you to apply for them. So your visa fee for all of the students who are applying outside the UK is £348, which is a fixed amount. The international health surcharge is a big amount, and it is £470 per year for a student. And if you are traveling with your family, like your partner or your child, then £470 per year for them as well. If you are applying for a PhD and your degree program is, let's say, for 4 years, then you have to give 470 multiplied by 4, which is a lot of amount to give in the health surcharge. But I think it is totally worth it because it covers all of your medical expenses in the UK. And if you are coming to Scotland, your prescription medicines are also free, which is a very good thing. So now when you start applying for your visa application, it is a very, a very lengthy process, and they are very specific in their questions. Like they will ask for your date of birth, your previous address. If you have been living on an address for less than 2 years, you have to give your address before that as well. They will ask for your relationship status, your family information, your parents' details, all of that. So remain very, very honest, because all of the information that you put in your application form will help the officials in deciding that either they are accepting you or rejecting you. And make your visa application very, very straightforward. Don't try to do things which make them confused or make it complex for you, because they respond early to those applications which are very, very straightforward, and usually you will be granted a visa. But if things are very complicated for you, they might ask for additional documents or additional proof of funds or anything in after you submit your application, and that might delay your visa process. Along with all of the things that I have discussed with you earlier that will be required for you to apply for a visa, you will also need your academic certificates that they might ask you to submit them with your visa application as well. So once you complete your visa application and you are about to submit, you have to pay your health surcharge, you have to pay your visa fee, and then after that you can submit your application, which leads us to our next part of the video, which is what happens after you apply and after you submit the visa application. So after you apply for your visa application, the next step is to book for your biometrics, which will happen at a visa application center. So they will ask you to book, and they will guide you with the details that where you can book your visa application. In Pakistan, Jairis is the official UK visa application center, and you will go there to do your biometrics. So you apply for that, you book your appointment, and then you go on your biometrics. They will ask for your passport, and they will click a picture of you and do your biometrics. Carry all of the necessary information with you, like your CAS letter, your visa application, confirmation, your IHS confirmation email as well with you. So carry all of that, and then it will go smoothly. They will also tell you that if you are going to have a visa interview or not. So in my case, when I applied for my master's program, because I was traveling with my family, I did got a visa interview. On the same day, I went there for my biometrics. And when I applied for my PhD, they don't ask me for any kind of visa interview. So it was a very smooth process, and I just went there with my family. They did my biometrics, and then it was all done. And then they will give you with a receipt to carry with you. Once they will send you an email that your passports are ready for collection, which is usually in the 3 weeks time, 3 working, like 3 weeks, or you can say 15 working days. And then once they send you an email, you can go the next day in the collection times, and then you will be able to collect your passports from your visa application center. So once you collect your passport with your visas on it, it is basically attached to your passport, and currently expires in 3 months. Like it has a 90-day time limit for you to enter UK. Previously, it was just for 1 month, but due to the COVID restrictions, the UK government has increased the number of days. So you can travel within 3 months after getting your visa. And once you arrive in UK, then you have to go to a designated address that they will provide you, which is usually a post office here in UK, from where you will collect your BRP, which is the biometric residence permit. And that is the actual document, that is the actual card that has all of the details of your visa on it, your visa start date, your visa end date, and that you have to carry all of the time with you. So I will also be explaining all of that biometric residence permit related stuff and all of the things that you have to do once you arrive in the UK in the first week in my next video, and that would be very interesting for you guys. So stay tuned, and I will be uploading that video very soon in which I will explain that what things you have to do in the first 10 days of your arrival in UK. So I hope that you have liked today's video, and if you do, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye bye.